All right, let's talk about a moment every home baker knows. You've got your ingredients all lined up, the recipe's open, and then comes the choice. Do you grab that trusty old whisk, or do you plug in the hand mixer? Today, we're settling this duel.
So does it really matter which one you pick? I mean, they both mix stuff, right? Well, the answer is a huge, resounding yes. The tool you choose can totally change the texture of everything you bake. So let's get into the nitty-gritty of when to use each one, and more importantly, why.
First up, let's talk about the manual method, the whisk. Think of this less as a kitchen gadget and more like an extension of your own hand. It's all about finesse, about precision, about really feeling what's happening in the bowl. Okay, so what's the upside? Well, with a whisk, you have ultimate control. You can feel the exact second the batter comes together, which makes it almost impossible to overmix. Plus, hey, it's quiet, and cleanup is a snap. The catch? Yeah, it takes some serious elbow grease, and it's just not going to cut it for really thick cookie doughs or for creaming butter and sugar. So, when is the whisk your absolute best friend? Think light and delicate. It's perfect for gently mixing up pancake or muffin batter, whipping up a couple of eggs, or creating a smooth vinaigrette. These are all jobs where you want a really gentle touch. And here it is, the golden rule. When you see those magic words in a recipe, mix until just combined, that's your cue. That's the baking world screaming at you to grab a whisk. Overmixing is the enemy of tenderness, and a whisk is your best defense. Now, let's switch gears and talk about its electric counterpart, the hand mixer. This guy is the powerhouse of the kitchen. We're not talking about nuance here. We're talking about pure speed, power, and the incredible ability to whip tons of air into your batter. The pros are pretty obvious, right? It's fast, it saves your arm from falling off, and it creates this amazing airy texture that's key for certain recipes. But, and this is a big but, all that power is also its biggest risk. It is so incredibly easy to overmix if you're not paying attention. And yeah, it's loud and you've got to find an outlet. So where does the hand mixer really get to show off? Well, it's for all the heavy lifting tasks. This is what you need for creaming butter and sugar till it's light and fluffy, for whipping cream into beautiful stiff peaks, or for powering through thick cookie batters. These are jobs a whisk just dreams about doing. So, here's the crucial warning that comes with the hand mixer. You have to know when to stop. Power is tempting, I get it, but the second those dry ingredients have just disappeared into the wet, turn it off. Seriously. Any longer, and you're on the fast track to a dense, tough cake. Okay, so we've met the contenders. We know their signature moves, their strengths, their weaknesses. But what does all this actually look like in a finished bake? Well, it's time for the texture showdown, because the proof is always in the crumb. Just look at this side-by-side comparison. It couldn't be clearer. A batter made with a whisk gives you a denser but incredibly soft and tender crumb. Think of a perfect, delicate muffin. The hand mixer, with all that air it whips in, gives you that classic lighter, fluffier texture you want in a big birthday cake. You know, when you boil it all down, it really comes to this one fundamental difference. A whisk gently combines, a mixer aggressively aerates. One is about coaxing ingredients together, the other is about forcing them together while pumping in air. Getting that difference is the key to everything. So how do you make this work for you? Let's turn all this why into a super simple how-to guide, so you can pick the right tool every single time without even thinking about it. Okay, here's your whisk cheat sheet. You're going to grab it when the batter is thin and runny. You're going to grab it when the recipe uses words like gently fold or just combined. And you're going to grab it when your goal is a super tender, soft final product. And for the hand mixer, you're pulling this out for the big jobs. If the recipe starts by creaming butter and sugar, that's your cue. If you need to whip cream or egg whites into fluffy clouds, it's a no-brainer. And if you're working with a thick frosting or a dough that would laugh at a whisk, the mixer is your champ. And there you have it. It's not about one tool being better than the other. It's about using the right tool for the job to get the exact texture you're going for. So next time you bake, choose wisely. So you've totally mastered the what. But doesn't it just make you wonder why? Why is that whole creaming butter and sugar thing so foundational for a fluffy cake? What's actually happening in that bowl on a scientific level? That sounds like a great topic for another time. See you then.